Welcome to the latest episode of Rice to Riches with your host David from Pot of Plenty. Today we're going to look at the ultimate in fast food, fried rice. Now, I know you're thinking, rice fried in oil. How exciting can it be? But let me tell you, friends, it's a dish that's been around for centuries and it's still going strong. The first fried rice was from China. This is the one that started it all. It's simple, it's delicious, and it's packed full of flavour. I mean, it's no walk in the park to make, but it's worth it. Now, mix them up, whisk them up. We don't want to cook this up and then find chunks of white egg. Make sure you whisk it up. And it's a little bit boring, but it only takes about 30 seconds, okay? And then you're good to go. Now, a little bit of oil, 1, maybe 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil onto a hot pan. Mix it around a little bit. You don't have to do it so much if it's non-stick, but mix it around anyway. And pour that egg in there. See the bubbles? That means that pan was at a decent temperature. Now just use your spatula, just like push it around, big long strokes, and it'll pull itself together. And once the immediate liquidness or liquidity goes out of it, that's it done. Chop it up into a few pieces maybe, and then put it back into the bowl that it just came from. You don't want to overcook it and turn this to rubber. Now you might say, oh, that's raw, that's raw, egg. Yeah, don't worry about it. This is going to go back into the pan a second time. That's why you don't overcook it the first time. So there's the pan. You need a bit of oil, 1, maybe 2 tablespoons. It's up to yourself, right? Don't forget 9 calories in every gram of oil. And I just used frozen vegetables from the supermarket. Anything you can get your hands on, right? Something with beans and peas and edamame, whatever you call them, and some bamboo. Yeah, it's called bamboo, and peppers and stuff like that. There's variations in every supermarket. Just grab whatever you fancy, right? And you can throw some onions in here as well. I wish I threw some onions in here. I forgot to do that, but I made up for it. Don't worry. Now this actually takes 3 to 4 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes. And you see me kind of moving things around, but I've actually edited out quite a lot of just like vegetables frying on the pan. We want heat on this so they go a little bit brown. You don't need to be playing with this continuously, So there you go. That's maybe a minute has passed by, and you can see some brown is coming onto it. And then I leave it alone again for another minute. And then in the next edit, you're going to see, oh look, more brown. Top right hand corner, good example. And as I push the moisture out of all of these vegetables, they were frozen by the way, you'll see the brown come in pretty quickly. There you go. Left hand side, 9 o'clock, the bean. It's looking good. It's leaving a little bit of residue on the pan, and that's okay. You don't need to clean it off. You can if you want. But I would consider that, ADHD. I would get this off the pan at this point. As you can see, I don't even listen to myself. So I'm playing with it. God. I should edit this out. Come on, it's done. Get it off. Looks good though. Looks very good. By the way, I'm on a new Rode microphone. I hope you like it. Oh, come on. Get it off the pan. Alright, he heard me. Back into the bowl. By the way, ceramic does not interact with induction. It is hot, but it's not reacting with it. The pan reacts with it because it's got a metal disc in the bottom. Lovely. Now, get the rice that you cooked last night, or your fresh rice if you didn't think ahead. 2 tablespoons of oil, okay? You do need it. And break up your rice with your fingers and then get it into a really hot pan. As you can see, those individual grains of rice are dancing around. That means your pan is properly heated up. That's okay. Now, smush it down with your spatula and leave it alone. I've set a timer there for 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that everything's in contact with the heat. I'm trying to get the phone to focus. That little red thing there is kind of annoying, isn't it? I know it annoyed me. There you go. Get out. Now, you could say the rice is brown, or you could say that that's from stuff that was stuck to the pan. I don't mind. But I know the rice is changing. It's going from squidgy rice, al dente rice, into like slight crispness to it, which is what we want. We're probably at the 3-minute mark now. You can see some pieces have already kind of like gotten a little bit of fry. Why am I doing this? Well, that soy sauce is going to evaporate really quickly. So I'm reducing the surface area here. You've got about 15 seconds to do this. You're going to try and get a little bit of soy sauce on every grain of rice. You don't want it to spread out and you're evaporating really quickly, so I brought it together. Now you have to work right quick in a hurry here. Mix it. But the really good way of mixing things together is going to come next, okay? I do this kind of flipping thing. Alright. Tick tock, tick tock. Here we go. This is a good way to do it. There we go. Now you can probably see there's some grains of rice that I don't see, but that's okay. Here's the handle of the frying pan. Glossy. Glossy is good. I notice the colour of the rice looks very different depending on the camera I'm using. The overhead camera gives a good representation, as does the phone camera in the top right hand corner, right there. This one, this is the phone, up close and personal. Now your egg, which you didn't turn into pieces of rubber, is still soft and is able to withstand a little bit of extra time in the pan. Break it up into smaller chunks. It's up to you. It's like it's subjective how big or small these things should be. It's up to you. You can put a little bit of salt in here if you like. You can put in some pepper as well. Ground black pepper, it's fine. White pepper is a little bit too hot for this. Now, if you have spring onions, chop them on the diagonal. And now is a good time to sprinkle them on top. Don't put them in too early because spring onion loses its flavour very easily when exposed to heat, so it goes in last. I'm using my little Asian bowl. And because there's so much noise in the kitchen, I'm actually going to go outside and eat it. So lower your speakers down, it's going to get really loud soon. Focus. Focus. There you go. Look at that.
Smells good. Smells good. Looks good. Mmm. Delicious. Sorry about the background noise. I live in the city. Trams, cars, everything. Egg and corn. No, don't like that corn. Tastes like dirt. Alright, let's see what we got here. Just some rice. Focus. Focus. Alright. Mmm. Delicious. It's really good. Get a little bit of brown on your egg like this. It's nice. I could eat this every day. It is good. Sorry about the sound. There's a truck over there, and he's lost. Nice little crunch to it. Not excessive, just it's not squidgy. If I got this in a restaurant, I'd be happy. This has to be the easiest thing I've made in a long time. last bite. Alright, so that's it in a nutshell. That's how you make egg fried rice. You've got anything in the fridge, just chuck it in there. Be grand. Whatever you find in the fridge. Onion, spring onion. If you have it, just lash it in there. Get the onion to go transparent a little bit, and then you're fine. Alright, well listen, I'm now going to try and go for some sort of exercise because I've had some lunch. See you later. Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click on the bell notification, yada yada yada. Cheers. If you only if you like it. Only if you like the content.